So if you know me and you've been reading my blog, Aunie Sauce, which I'll link below, you know that one of the things I love to talk about is running and my fitness plans and kind of what races I have coming up. And I'm pretty sure that one of the questions I get asked most often, besides for things about like Air Force basic training or how to become an officer or things like that, is about what I'm doing for my workouts, what races I have coming up, how I stay in shape, what I like to do during my training season and my off season. And so I thought I'd take a couple minutes just to explain that today. Just a little bit of background on me. I'm a marathon runner. I run competitively for the Air Force, and I also do competitive races in my hometown of Boise, Idaho. My best marathon time is 3 hours and 35 seconds. I've run 5 full marathons, countless half marathons. Relays are my favorite. And my best half marathon time is a 1:17. I really actually enjoy running half marathons the most. They're like that sweet spot for running time. All right, so let's get to the training. I'm one of those people who, like clockwork, I work out every day. The first thing I do, I wake up, and usually about 25 to 30 minutes later, I'm at the gym. I typically don't miss a day because I love it so much. It feels good to me to work out every day. It feels good to get my blood pumping, get a good sweat on, and it also helps me hit that mental reset button so that I can just start my day off fresh every single day. It really has just become part of my routine, and whether I have to get up at 4:30 to do it, or sometimes 3:30, or on the weekends maybe I get to sleep until 7. Either way, beginning my day with a workout is a prime and essential thing for me to do. So that being said, I do work out 7 days a week, and I have found that there are 3 programs that I just absolutely love, and I've been able to work them all together, taking bits and pieces of each program to fit with the routine and the schedule that works with my schedule. My schedule is constantly changing. I'm also in the Air National Guard as an operations officer, and so I have kind of an ever-changing schedule, and this plan really fits, and I'm able to adapt it to the ebbs and flows that goes with my schedule. And I combine these 3 plans. One is a running plan, one is a strength training plan, and the other one is a high-intensity interval program. And the 3 of them work really well together to hit all the needs that I would hope to get in a workout program. So for instance, it hits the running, it hits the cardio, it also hits the heavy weights so that I can really work on developing each of my muscle groups. In addition, when I do my long marathon training, I love the strength training because it helps keep my muscle up, it helps keep me strong, and it also helps keep me pretty fast. The other thing that I love is the high intensity program. I get my blood pumping, I get a good sweat on, and I just feel physically exhausted at the end of it. It's like the hallelujah to my workout. It feels so good. By the way, I keep all of my progress and all of my workouts chronicled in a journal. So this is my journal, my workout binder. Here you go. It's got kind of sticky notes of like different one-time workouts that I've done on it, but this is my binder that keeps together all of the awesome. I like to take notes, and I like to keep myself on track and on pace with what I'm doing. So this is what a current day will look like. I kind of notate what the workout was, what training events I have coming up. It's just kind of my way to keep track of everything. So like I said, this training binder is broken down into what I do every day during the week, and so I'll go ahead and cover that before I get into the training programs. All of my workouts, with the exception of my weekend workouts, have 2 different parts to them. There's the first half and the second half. What I like about the 2-part schedule is that if my day is crammed, maybe I don't have enough time to work out in the morning, I can always split it up into a 2-a-day. And sometimes when I'm in my heavy marathon training, it's really helpful for me to have a 2-a-day, because then I don't feel so bogged down and overwhelmed by a long workout. And by the way, my workouts are really never long. I try to always keep them under 60 minutes, with the exception of my very long run day. On Mondays, I do my high intensity program, followed by lifting legs. On Tuesday, I do speed training work, like 400 repeats, 800 repeats, mile repeats. Basically speed training work at race pace so that I'm really able to keep my legs with a fast turnover. Whether I'm training for a half marathon or a full marathon, the speed training work is really essential for me. And that, I swear, is what keeps my times going down and down and down. In addition to my speed training work on Tuesdays, I also lift heavy chest. Wednesdays are the second high intensity interval workout that I do for the week. And I follow that up with part 2 of lifting heavy shoulders. Thursdays, I do another speed training day, but this one's not repeats. This one is a tempo run. So you start out kind of in a slow jog, you build up to the pace that you want to be at, and then you finish more at a jog. So it's kind of like this, it kind of goes like in a mountain with your pace. So you're only maintaining that very fast speed for a very short period of time. Those runs usually last about 30 minutes, sometimes 45, sometimes an hour. It kind of depends. After the speed work on Thursdays, that's when I go back and hit heavy back and heavy butt lifting. So one of the things when I train marathons, my butt flattens out like a pancake. And so I try to hit legs on Monday and then I hit butt on Thursdays, and that really helps me keep my shape and my figure. On Fridays, I do my third high intensity interval workout of the week, and I follow that by lifting arms. So that's like biceps, triceps, kind of any accessory work with the arms that may be involved. Saturday's a fun day because it's kind of open to interpretation. So I can do high intensity, I can do full body. I really love to go swim. I'll try to swim for like an hour, maybe do speed repeats in the pool or just slow and steady. Sometimes Daniel and I will go for a walk. It kind of depends on the day and the flexibility and the schedule. And if I'm really feeling exhausted, that's when I may take a rest day, but most often that doesn't happen. So I try to make it at least an active rest, for instance, a walk or a bike ride or something like that. And then Sundays are my long run days. I typically plan anywhere between 6 and 20 miles. It depends on what I'm training for, and it depends on the plan and what races are coming up, but I at least run for an hour, and gosh, sometimes if it's a really long training run, it may be up to 3 hours for marathon training. So that gets kind of overwhelming. It's a little bit long, but hey, you make it work if you're training for a marathon or whatever race you're training for. I'd like to give a little bit of the breakdown of the programs that I follow. I've mentioned all 3 different programs, but I think it would be really good to go into detail about them. So for marathon training, I follow programs from a guy named Hal Higdon. He is a professional marathon runner and has several programs that he uses. So my marathon training comes in on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my speed days. So on those days, I pull from his half marathon advanced program. That involves speed work. So I do recommend speed work for anybody, whether you're training for a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon, full marathon. Speed work is the #1 thing that helps me get faster and maintain that race pace. And even for people who are testing for like the Air Force PT test, I always recommend doing speed work. Thursdays, my second run day of the week, I will do a tempo run. The point is that you're training yourself and like building up to that high intensity speed, but you start slow and finish slow, so you kind of progress through it. So those both come from his half marathon advanced program. And then on Sundays, I pull basically, if I'm training for a race, I take when my race is, I take his marathon 3 long run day, and then I build out however many weeks it's going to be. And now, side note, the reason I only run 3 days a week is because I don't know if it's just me getting older or what it is, but if I run any more than 3 days a week, my knees get really achy, I get sore, I get tired, and I also find that my body's not able to have the time to recover. The second program that I mentioned was my strength training. And so like I said, since the workouts are 2 parts, Monday through Friday, I do a strength piece. I have a 5-day split, and I pulled that split from a book called Thinner, Leaner, Stronger. I'll link it below. That book is by the author Mike Matthews. He has a really successful blog, he has a podcast, super into fitness, and I really love his stuff. I downloaded his Thinner, Leaner, Stronger ebook and started following his 5-day split. He also has a 3 and a 4-day split, but my goal with doing Thinner, Leaner, Stronger is to help keep that muscle, to help stay strong, to help maintain my speed. And awesomely enough, I've actually gotten back a lot of my curves in all the right places. Again, the way that I follow that is legs Monday, chest Tuesday, shoulders Wednesday, back and butt Thursday, and then arms on Fridays. So I'm able to hit all 5 groups. I hit abs in there a couple days a week. It kind of depends on what the day is and what the schedule looks like, but make it work. And then the last program that I have talked about is the HIIT training that I do 3 days a week. And that is from a guide called the Bikini Body Guide. And that is from a girl named Kayla. She lives in Australia and published these awesome sets of ebooks. And gosh, I just love them. Her workouts are 28 minutes long. In fact, here's an example of the week 1. So it looks like that. And the way that I have my binder broken out is into weeks. So she has a 1.0 and a 2.0 guide, and each of her guides, as you can see here, is 12 weeks long. So I've got the first 12 weeks there, And then when I flip it, I've got the second 12 weeks there. I bought this, I printed it, I separated it out, and I have loved it so much and the results that I've gotten from it. I've gone through both 1.0 and 2.0, which they're 12 weeks each. So I've gone through that entire thing, the 24-week program, once, loved it so much, went through it again, and I'm currently going through it again. The workouts are 28 minutes long. You do one set of exercises for 7 minutes, as many times as you can. Another set of exercises for 7 minutes, as many times as you can. Then you do this one again, and you're done. Kayla's program combined with healthy eating, seriously, like I've never had abs before, but with that program, I got them. You guys, I can't recommend her program enough. Each of these 3 programs all coupled together helps give me the program that I really enjoy doing. It gives me 7 days of a firm foundation for what to work out. And I'll tell you what, if my legs are sore one day, I might cut back on the exercises. If my arms are sore or my chest is sore or I have a race coming up, I'll cut back. I do what feels good with my body and what I think is going to work best for that week. If we're traveling on vacation, that's why I love the Kayla workouts, because you can do it from home. You don't have to have a gym membership to do it. I did the first 48 weeks of it in my garage. So it's a really flexible program, it's easy, and the 3 together, literally, I spend no more than 60 minutes working out every day. It helps me be able to eat pretty much whatever I want, and we all know I love to eat, so I won't complain about that. Okay, so just a really quick recap of my training program, which by the way will all be linked down below. I do have a training chart, I have links to all the programs, I have everything you could need. Visit my blog, auniesauce.com. So Mondays are bikini body guide and lifting heavy legs. Tuesdays are speed training, lifting heavy chest. Wednesdays are bikini body guide again, and lifting heavy shoulders. Thursdays are speed training again, then lifting back and butt. And then Fridays are bikini body guide, lifting heavy arms. Saturdays cross training, I don't know, whatever I feel like. And then Sundays are my long run days. And I just love this training program. It works for me. I've been following something very similar to it since March of 2015, but I've just recently added in the strength training program and I just love it so much. I can't even tell you, it amps up the whole program so much. I'm telling you guys, strength training will not make you bulky. It helps make you lean, it tones you up, and that combined with my healthy eating, the HIIT workouts, the running, seriously. I think one of the things that I like very best about this program is that I'm able to modify it for my on and my off-season training. So if I'm in season and I'm training for a race, I can follow the Hal Higdon plan and go from 24 weeks out. But if I'm in my off season, basically the only thing that I change is I just reduce the time of my long runs. So gosh, this program, I can follow it year round. It works in my schedule and I'm able to do it at home. I can do it on vacation. I can do it anywhere we go, whether it's in my living room, in the garage, at the gym, on the track, in the foothills. It doesn't really matter. I'm able to get the job done. So I hope you guys really like this breakdown of my training program. If there's anything else you would like to know or like to see, please leave it in the comments below. And also, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And don't forget to visit my blog, auniesauce.com, if you'd like further breakdown of this program. Thanks a bunch for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.